You're welcome back to Channel Sport this morning. We're now being joined by the deputy editor of Sports in Vanguard, Patrick Omorodion. Patrick, it's great to have you on the show after all these years.
I'm happy to be back here.
I know, we're happy to have you back as well. So on this kind of day as well, too, where we're going to be reviewing a major championship that just went down in Rabat, Morocco. That's Team Nigeria. But before we get the thoughts of Patrick, let's see the final medals table. Let's see the final medals count, and let's see where Nigeria actually placed on that table, and that'll give us a better picture of their performance. And there you have it. Egypt comfortably #1, no contest. Cecilia, 273 medals, 102 golds. That's remarkable, incredible.
Almost close the total numbers that Nigeria won in all.
Wow. So congratulations to Egypt, runaway winners of the 2019 African Games in Rabat, Morocco. Not closely following, following Egypt is Nigeria #2, 46 gold medals, 33 and 48 for a total of 127. Then you have South Africa, Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia. You have Kenya as well too, Mauritius, Ethiopia, and Madagascar. All these countries make up the top 10. So I'll just come back to you now straight away. And Patrick, I'll ask you, what do you make of Nigeria's performance, finishing second behind Egypt?
Well,
Consider the gap as well.
Yes, I must congratulate the Nigerian team for putting up the performance they put up in Egypt, because basically I was not expecting that they would do as much, because the preparation was really shoddy, because before now, we used to have what we call training tour for athletes. They go outside to countries where they have, I remember before the 2003, which we hosted, there was a plan to take the athletes to different countries. The wrestlers were taken to Bulgaria.
Right.
The boxers, some of our athletes, basketball, they were taken to Cuba. So they spread them across the world where countries had potential. So that was what we did, and when they came back, because I remember in Cuba, they discovered that our athletes actually were lazy.
Yes.
Because they say lazy, and that they were not obeying our coaches. At a point, they told the coaches to stay out so that they would take control. And eventually, they put these guys under serious training. First, they said we were malnourished. The athletes were malnourished, and they were eating too much. But they had to take care of that and give them medication. So when they finished training them, on our way back, they now told us, they listed the areas we will have medals. But with a proviso that if you don't go back, keep the training on. If you don't go back to what we were giving you, you maintain it. And exactly what happened.
Found out that way.
Basketball, for the first time, we won a gold medal. Volleyball won a gold medal in the women. So you could see the kind of training they gave to them. But this time around, you can't believe that athletes were scattered all over the country, in different camps, and they were not given food. They were not fed. Some were fed, but what they budgeted, because I have to say this, what they budgeted for the caterers was 1,500 per meal. But when they took the contract, they were now told, look, we can't pay you more than 1,000. If you don't like it, go. That was what happened. So most of the athletes, like cycling, for example, they were camped somewhere in Gombe. They were told to feed themselves. That if you make the team, then they will refund you. That's not how to prepare for a competition. So I'm telling you that I'm happy the athletes
they did for
themselves, not for the country. Because most times, I remember what the girl used to tell them, look, train yourself and wait when the government will call. So,
okay, guys, let's take you one by one now.
Canoeing.
Different sports now. Let's start with track and field. Let's see how this individual sports did for Nigeria at the African Games. Let's start with athletics. First of all, clearly Nigeria still the dominant force on the continent when it comes to track and field. 10 gold medals, 7 silvers, and 6 bronze for a total of 23. So athletics, they're still doing well.
Yes, they did well. They did very well there, but the only disappointment was in the female 100 meters.
Right.
Because we expected that Kabari would do well, but I don't know what really happened.
False start,
kind of thing. But but some people are saying that maybe the first start was to keep her out so that she can go to Golden League. You know? But you see, the surprise for me was the Raymond guy.
Raymond, talk about Raymond
yes.
quickly
You
before
know,
we move on to badminton.
who nobody expected. We were looking at the divine,
Yeah.
but somehow he just came out from the blues and took the gold medal.
Raymond
So,
has been on fire, you know, on the colleges scene for a while now for University of Florida. So
Yeah.
that hasn't really caught me by surprise at all. Let's move on to badminton. Badminton not too bad as well. To first position, 2 gold, 3 and 3 bronze medals for a total of 8. Badminton.
yes, in Africa, I think we are forced to reckon with
True.
in badminton. So I'm not, except, you know, some of these, like Mauritius and all those,
yeah,
they're also very good. But
course.
we are
South
giving them,
Africa.
yeah, South Africa, but we are giving them a challenge in that aspect. So I think kudos to the president of the federation because he's giving them opportunities to compete. You know, because if you don't compete, then there's no way you can really
Can't
catch
get
up with
better.
you.
All right, let's move on to basketball now. 3-on-3. This is your this is your forte right here. What do you make of the performance? First position as well to 1 gold and 1 bronze medal.
Okay, first position was for the girls.
Yeah,
okay,
say, yeah, spell it out,
indicate
yeah,
that,
sorry.
So they understand what we're saying right here, right? And the guys, of course,
The ones
medal.
bronze.
I mean,
Not
the
bad.
girls, most of them were actually from this new club that we formed, MFM Basketball here in Lagos. I was actually surprised by their performance, knowing that, you know, it's the first time of going for a competition like this.
Yes, I think people say I'm not a friend of Colin Sam Amedu, but I think I have to say it here because he is the one that really has been concentrating on 3-on-3. You know, because in Nigeria we were not really
true.
too good in that, but they brought it up and made sure that we had teams who play 3-on-3, and that's why we have come up with this kind of competition now, and we are doing well in that aspect. So I want to give kudos to him and his team.
All right, let's
More
go
focus.
to boxing.
Okay,
Fifth position. That's why you said they didn't do too well, but 7 medals in total, not good enough for
Not
you.
good enough because
training at National Stadium. That was what they were. I mean, training in the morning.
Tell,
and-
tell us what did you see in
So
training?
See, because I know during the time
to
of
tell you,
group captain Brian Ayonati, you know, when he was chairman of
Yes.
boxing, no, he gave them the best. That was why the gym at the National Stadium was built, you know. So they have facilities, they were training, and they're also going out to compete, you know. But right now,
That's no longer the case, right?
it's no longer the case. And you see, when athletes train at the National Stadium, they trek to the stadium, they trek out, they eat beans and bread.
Deplorable, yeah.
And what do you expect them? And they are going for competition of this magnitude. So, I mean, boxing has really gone down. Except to have to revive it and make sure the facilities at the National Stadium, whether in Abuja or Lagos, are put in good shape. They will not catch up.
Okay, football first. Okay, the women. Okay,
Yeah, spell it
gold
out
medal.
again.
Yeah, the four cornets, giving Nigeria a gold medal for the first time in 12 years.
Flying
Then the
Eagles.
guys, after waiting for a while, I mean, the
Silver.
1973, right? What was the last time we won it?
73.
Yeah, so I think they got silver,
Silver,
which
right.
was the plus. They gave us something to dream about. We thought, okay, we're facing Burkina Faso.
But
we should
I was
be
not
able
expecting
get a
us to
gold
lose to
medal.
Burkina Faso.
Right.
So
Thank
I
you.
don't know what
Talk
really
to
happened
us.
to them, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Just
Disappointing.
regulation time, and that was just it. First half goals, and it was done. Okay, but then a good one, judging from what has happened in the past and all that. So is like a plus.
Sure.
It's a plus.
Yeah, but
Okay.
still disappointing in the manner in which they lost to Burkina Faso. Come on,
You're
Cecilia,
still upset,
how to
right?
calm, come on. Let's move over to gymnastics now.
Yes, okay.
Not
Just
bad.
Not bad. 1 gold,
Yeah.
bronze, 2, and in total we have 3 medals.
No, before now we're not doing too well in
At
gymnastics, you know, because we don't really train our athletes from the scratch. You know, you don't start gymnastics when you're already an adult.
They don't have the facilities.
Because
to
you're
cry out loud.
already stiff. But if you want to do well, let them start training them from the bottom. So that's why the new president of gymnastics is doing well now, and they're trying to take it to the grassroots.
Trying,
Abroad.
right.
Yes.
Because we had a couple of young gymnasts on the show just a
Yes.
few weeks ago, and they complained about not having the basic apparatus.
When they
the
went to South Africa, they saw equipment, they were wondering,
Never
okay,
seen
this
before.
Look, this is what it is, and they came back
No,
and
there
like,
was
okay,
there was
you
a
guys
time our
need to
athletes
be-
went for a competition outside the country. When they saw the equipment, they were scared because they had not seen it before.
Right.
So that is why we need to get all these things to our athletes, get them. If we don't have them, let them be exposed to it outside, so that when they get to competitions, they
We
know.
can actually have them. National Stadium, what are we doing
Yeah,
with
I mean,
it?
it's
It's
just-
big and all that. We have a gymnasium
Why
there.
not?
All you have to do, put the facilities in there, and
Yeah.
this,
Invest
girls
in
and
it.
boys,
It's all about
invest in it.
investments.
And
you know.
maintain it.
Don't give priority to sport, because I remember when my boss, the Danagogo, was minister of sport.
Yeah.
He said when they go to FEC meeting, that they usually give them envelopes.
Right.
And the sports envelope is usually the leanest. you know, because based on what we have, you know, when you see it, so he now complain that what you give to sports is not enough, but nobody was
No one is
supporting
listening,
him.
really.
Yeah.
Nobody was supporting him.
So they're still
we
paying
need
lip
to
service to sports, right?
Yes, we need to give money to sports so that apart from even helping us to get these athletes engaged. I mean, we'll talk of this Niger Delta or crisis in the Niger Delta or everywhere. This crisis, youthful wrestling happening all over the country. If the youths are engaged, they won't have time to go and be kidnapping or committing crimes. So we need to invest money, but we don't give time for that. We don't give money to sports. Really.
Always brings it back to me. I always say the political will for sports to really flourish is still very lacking in Nigeria. Let's move on to table tennis now, where Nigeria did really well again. Where a new star, not really new, Omotayo Olajide, stunned, you know, the whole continent to win gold. Just one of the gold Nigeria won at that competition. Ended up with 2 gold, 4 silvers, and 4 bronze medals for a total of 10. Second position.
Yes, they did that well, unfortunately, but they lost the Olympic ticket.
Taekwondo for Nigeria 1-0 and 5-4. Yeah. 6. Disappointing, you'd say, considering how Taekwondo has been, you know, on the up.
No, remember the Chukwumeri Jays, how they were doing also, but I don't really know what happened this time around, but it's all the same. It's still same to this training we're talking about.
Boils down to it.
If you don't train properly, there's no way you can catch up with you.
Let's run through the remainder of the sports Nigeria participated in other African games. Let's go to tennis now. Tennis is one of those sports that is almost non-existent right now, but they managed to win 2 bronze medals for Nigeria, so congratulations to the guys. Weightlifting, look at that. Woo! That's where the rush came from, and we almost lost count. 16, 13, and 18 for a total of 47. Weightlifting. We're naturally powerful and strong human beings.
That is our strength. That is our strength. And when the gold rush started, and we were not even among the top 5 or top 6, I was telling people, look, we've not started our events. When we start our events, we're going to overtake all these guys. So, and exactly, I'm not disappointed. I'm happy they did their best and they come out with very good results.
Fantastic.
But again, you see, I want us to be sure that these guys competed clean, because I don't want a situation where after the games, then we'll start hearing issues of so
far, no stories like that. So we hope it stays exactly that way. Wrestling as well too delivered. A lot of people expected them to, and they lived up to expectations. 7-4 and 1
I have
for
to
a total
give
of
kudos
12.
to Igali, because Igali was the only president that came out to say, look, I'm expecting 6 gold medals from these All African Games because of the way they train. If the training was better than this, we'll have gotten that, but he surpassed his prediction. So,
surprise of the event is canoeing. Second, 4 gold medals. Ayobami Bello and the other lad, I can't remember now. Oh man, take a bow wherever you are. Canoeing, really?
I don't.
Really, because they've been working so hard.
I'm telling you, because
I
didn't expect.
Quietly,
I didn't even know they took canoe to Morocco. So, but when I saw the result, I said, I mean, but we should be doing well in all these events, because our people, we have riverine people now. That's what they do. You know, I remember when we were not doing well in cycling, and Dr. Amos Adamu then was saying, but people have people in the villages who ride bicycle to farm. But I told him, oh God, that is the different. It's a different ball game. But we should try and devolve all these sports and see how we can compete with each other.
All right. So Cecilia, that's where we just put a stop for today, because a lot's going to happen. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, basketball right now. Nigeria is already in action. They're thrilling. I think last check is 14-4. Yep. Okay, 13-6. 13 goes to Argentina and 6 is for Nigeria. That's the updates right now.
Yeah.
But then let's see.
Let's just quickly see the fixtures for matches for today. Like Cecilia said, Nigeria, Argentina is on the way already. Nigeria trailing, but there's still a lot left, you know, in this particular match before it's all over. Italy will be in action as well too against Angola. A lot of African sides are on parade today. There's also Venezuela taking on Cote d'Ivoire. Korea versus Russia, that's in our group, so we're definitely keeping an eye on that one. There's also Tunisia versus Iran, another African country playing. Serbia versus Philippines. You also have China, Poland, and Puerto Rico, Spain. Let's talk about Nigeria quickly. that first game against Russia, a very hard one to take for me because I thought it was a massive opportunity missed to have started on a winning note.
Yes, let's start by saying that before the match, if based on the rankings, everybody expected that it was going to be a tough match because we are ranked 33 and they are ranked number 10.
10, yeah.
But you see, I don't want to believe in this ranking issue because our team, the present crop of players,
True.
We are not the people who gave us that 33 ranking, because what happened was that, this is a new team somehow, and you see we have
all making their debut.
Yes, they have. Apart from that, they are top players from the US and Europe, So, but you see, a situation where they let go the first quarter,
right,
and they started playing catch up.
Came back in the second and
so they had to exert too much energy to be able to catch up with these guys.
Oh.
They equaled them in second quarter. They beat them in the third quarter, and they were going ahead in the fourth quarter. But somehow we lost it. But again, I believe that where we lost it was that the 3 pointers were not getting it.
Yeah.
And that was the strength of the Russians.
A lot of outside shots were falling.
Before now, this guy, Ike Diogo, he's a very good 3-pointer, but I don't know what happened to him on that day. Because I remember in 2013 when we went to Cote d'Ivoire for AfroBasket, he was the leading 3-pointer. Then in 2015, when we won in Tunisia, we had Gucci, Chamberlain. He was the champ. He was very good at it. But somehow, this time around, we're not getting the 3 points. And that was just the edge the Russians had over us. But I still believe that even though they are trailing now, they may still catch up because but Argentina is a tough team. It's a tougher team to me than Russia.
Right.
Because right now it's 2011. Oof. That's what is going on right now. Argentina still leading 2011. And if you want to look at other African countries that are also in action, Venezuela is schooling Ivory Coast 49-32.
Yeah, schooling is the word,
yeah. Tunisia and Iran, Tunisia leading 24-15.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Tunisia, at least one of them leading. For Italy and Angola, the Italians schooling also 59-28 for the Angolans.
But I don't know what's happening to Angola this time around.
Yeah,
because
they've not been
against
they were destroyed. What's that scoreline again?
The first, I'm trying to. The scoreline was ridiculously ridiculous. Yes. That's why I can't remember it right now. But right now it's 36-63 for them, so they're still losing this one, not looking good at all.
Update again?
Yeah, update for Nigeria 14-20. That's what is happening right now.
All right.
We're closing it up. We're going to close it up. Just 6 difference.
Hopefully.
And it's the first quarter, so a whole lot. Nigeria 23.
Right.
Argentina is 30. 7 points. We're closing it, right?
There you go.
Closing it. Same thing they did against Russia.
Okay.
But
close it quickly. All right, thank you so much for coming on the program.
it's my pleasure.
I want to have you again, right?
I will always
appreciate your time, Patrick.
Thank you. All right, thank you guys for watching. I'm Cecilia Amogbe.
I'm Tahir Salam. Enjoy the rest of your day.